セブンイレブンイーブン。
Hello, we're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Hi! Hi guys, last stream for the week. Yippee! Next week might be a little different. I think I'm only streaming for, well actually no, it's not going to be different because I did take off yesterday. So same kind of week, 3 days, but that's because I'm going on a date. That's not because I'm doing back work. So, hi chat. 1 second. Hi guys. I don't know if the mascot is still broken. I still have to contact Blurb to see what's going on with that. Because I just paid for Blurb Unlimited, so it should relatively work, but it wasn't. So I don't know. Oh god, he is still broken. What's the fucking one that people use for their pets? I might have to buy that one. And then I'll have to cancel my Blurb.
10 years in the joint made you a fucking pussy!
Yeah, all he can do is say alerts right now. All he can do is that. So I have to figure that out.
Let me in. Let me in.
Yeah? It seems like he's broken. I don't know what's going on with it, and I don't know why the TDS isn't working. I'm doing pretty good. I took a big fat nap before stream. Next few days I'm actually gonna be pretty busy. I know tomorrow we're doing the offline game night with the mod chat. I'm really excited for that. Next day I have a meeting regarding the events for the April 18th stream. Well, let me turn on my wave toggle. Where's my... There it is. Okay. No, there's a lot I'm doing. I took off yesterday. Mainly because I had a project I'm working on, and it came back not exactly as I wanted it. So there was a lot of changes I had to make. It's like they completely glossed over anything I asked for, because they said, oh, here it is, do you want any changes done? And I said, yeah, there's quite a few actually, and I listed all of the changes that needed to be done. They gave it back to me and there's literally nothing that they changed, and they didn't care about the poster placement or anything like that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But I took off yesterday to work on it. And I'm pretty proud with what I've gotten done, because, like, they didn't listen to me. But I was still able to do everything I asked for, yet they complained about it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. When you're copying and pasting reference materials to, like, finish up the job, that's when I know it's a lazy job. Like, a bunch of the reference materials were just copy-pasted. Like, that's it. Like, what the hell? But yeah, we're playing, Monster PROM today. Next week is gonna be kinda chill, because I'm going to go see the Mario movie. I'm excited. Listen, if he doesn't get a invite to Smash at the end, like the post-credits, I'm gonna be rather upset. I will. Because you can't just have Pikmin and Fox McCloud in it, right? And not turn it into, like, a Smash movie by the end? I think it was Jones who told me, but apparently Pikmin is also in it, so... Possible Smash movie. I have, like, this gut feeling that, like, at the post-credits of the movie, he's gonna be handed, like, an invitation to Smash, or it's, like, gonna, like, show up at his doorstep in the most weird way. I don't know. I feel like that's what they're lining up for. I feel like that's genuinely what they're lining things up for. Because why the fuck else would they both be in the game? But they all have something in common. They're all in Smash. It's a no-brainer. That's why I genuinely think it's going to happen. That's why I genuinely think it's going to fucking happen. You tried turning it back off and on, back on. Fucking Christ. Yeah, we're gonna get started in a minute here. I wonder how the controller input works with the new VTube Studio update. I'm very curious. Does it just like manually do it, or? I'm very curious. Cause I saw the update when I was offline yesterday. I was like, what the hell? Also, group layers? Fucking thank you. Like, VTube Studio fucking cooked with this update, I swear. Now you don't have to, like, worry about coloring every single one individually for, like, your body or your hair or your eyes or whatever. That's fucking awesome. People have been, like, begging for that for a while now, too. I tried refreshing the browser source. I'm probably gonna ask Blurp themselves what I have to do to get it to work again. If it just doesn't work anymore, I might just cancel my Blurp subscription and then get the other service that's being used. I can't remember what it's called though. I have to do some research because I remember seeing it before I got the little guy and when I was setting up the other TTS system that repeated over itself twice. But I'm honestly not sure what to do. Yeah, we'll get started in a minute here. Yeah, I just don't understand why he isn't working. He just... We've had this issue before, where his mouth is just glue, and now it's glue in live 2D. He can still wiggle. He can still wiggle and jiggle. Look at him go. And you can also still use the... That's so fucking cute. I love that so much. That's so cute. Little guy is Rika. I had string cheese and Greek yogurt, white chocolate, frozen raspberries. I got this new type of ice cream that I'm like really excited to try. I thought they were regular gummy candy at first, right? No, they're frozen and like they're like grapes and mango and stuff. And I'm really excited to try them. When I gave my fiance my shopping list, I was like, I want these because I thought they were gummies. I genuinely thought that they were gummies. No, they're like some kind of like really good frozen fruit snacks. I've never seen them or had them before. Let me get the name real quick. Because I genuinely thought it was candy when I first saw it. The fruit riots. Sour grapes and sour mango. I thought that those were just regular gummy candy. No, they're frozen. I'm probably gonna have some after a stream, I think. I got like the Greek yogurt frou-frous, which is like a frozen yogurt covered fruit, whatever. They're really good. I want to try the banana peanut butter ones next, but I really like the Greek yogurt ones. Something about berries and Greek yogurt just fucking slaps. And I'm normally not like the biggest white chocolate fan, right? but something about it with like mixed with yogurt or peanut butter, it just always goes hard. I don't understand it. I fucking cannot stand it on its own. Like when it's mixed with yogurt and covered on pretzels, that shit's bomb. The white chocolate, peanut butter eggs and peanut butter cups from Reese's, those are fucking bomb. White chocolate on its own is fucking awful. Like, I still don't like it. I still don't like it to this day. We'll get started now. Alrighty. My capture card thingy is showing still. My capture card. And get the game set up. Where is Steam? Get the game open. Just 1 second, guys. Turn down the music just a little. Okay. Playing the first one. Awesome voice effects. Full game. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Oh wait, I didn't turn down my music, did I? Where's my master BGM? There we go. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant. Is stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I like the Frankie Stein looking girl! Guess I'll just... Oh. Okay.
Sweet.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the monster prom. I want somebody to draw art of her with Frankie Stein. That'd be so cute. Listen, I'm already liking this because I was a huge Monster High fan as a kid. I still really like Monster High, alright? I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and in love with fire. Is his dad fucking Hellboy? Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with the stupidly huge heart. Liam de Leoncourt, 400, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was a truly lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom dates, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. Oh boy. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more when you're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. A human being, because I'm the kind of douchebag who loves to find holes in stupid questions like this one. You build a 100-foot statue commemorating an event so that in 1,000 years, archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? Okay. That mind-blowing twist of your favorite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever. Unlike that boring stuff they show on the news. The glorious instant when your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. Your least favorite political figure being devoured by a rabid rhinoceri, which are also covered in badass tattoos. I'm gonna go with the first one. What would be a killer accessory? I wear my sunglasses at. Coolness itself, honestly. I like that one.
Let's go.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative oral sex. I beg your fucking pardon? Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. 2+ creativity for that one. You notice Liam and Scott having a discussion. Scott looks confused and Liam looks bored, which means they're probably having an argument.
Lame.
Look, it's not that I care, but aspiring to be a professional sports star is both impractical and passé. Wait, you don't care? But you walked all the way over here just to tell me that. Plus, you don't you want to be like a professional magnetic ibuprofen? What? Mimetic influencer. Try to keep up.
What?
But how does one of those guys earn money? Mimetic influence don't earn money, Scott. We earn cultural capital. Oh, okay. How much cultural capital does a sandwich cost? I can see that I'm not getting through to you. Hey, you, can you explain to this cretin why my career path is subjectively the best? Yeah, and also, can you explain what a cretin is? Liam means he wants to be an artist, and artists are important. Who do you think designs all those sports jerseys?
Awesome, bro.
Whoa, artists do that? I always thought it was uniforms designed by the same person who designed by Studley Pecs. God. Liam, are you God? Well, Scott, God is dead.
Hello,
But so am I. So essentially, yes. So cool. You wonder how long it will take for Scott to figure out if Liam isn't actually God. And in the meantime, you gain +2 creativity and 1 smarts.
Let's go.
With that, you're enjoying your meal in peace when you hear the unmistakable sound of 3 throats clearing. Ahem, ahem, ahem. Yes, hello. As you know, it is customary for a benevolent witch coven to have, as an ally, a malevolent creature of some sort. And since Liam has apparently decided he's too cool for us now, I mean, because of your incredible resume and good looks,
We're here to save the day.
we decided to accept you on a trial basis as our supernatural companion for 1 adventure. Adventure not to exceed 3 episodes or the Eclipse main plot arc, huh? As consideration for your willing participation, we'll even allow you a choice of adventures. Okay. 3 episodes. You can knock out one of these adventures by the end of lunch, and it actually sounds fun. The Coven gives you 2 options. Stop the crime ghost who's been taking over children's bodies and using them to rob banks. You have a never seen before plan. Take on the greatest villain of all. Income equality. Go with the first one. You put a stop to the crime ghost crime in the only way you know how. With fake beards. It's working! Now that all the children have fake beards, the crying ghost can't tell they're children. He's got no one to possess! Yep, that was totally your plan. You definitely didn't start slapping beards on kids and hope for the best. Excellent. The day is saved once again. Thanks to the Coven and our faithful sidekick, Miko. What's that? You wanted to know about payment? We're sorry, but the contract clearly states that this is an unpaid internship. The contract doesn't say that. Oh well, at least for you, you gained 4 creativity for your lateral thinking. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go there. That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has a fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million? I don't know. Which is equal to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money. Against the expected, you spot Scott and Liam engage what seems to be an intense conversation. The TTS mascot is down still. I don't know why. I have to contact Blurp and see what's going on with it. They seem to so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on.
Hey.
We're discussing this recent novel, Two Lights. It isn't a novel. It's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes with amazing abs. Well, it's actually based on a novel, and it's anything but rad. It's cultural trash.
How ironic.
But I decided to like it on it, ironically.
Brain implosion energy 10,000 grams of pure caffeine cause you can overthink if your heart stops.
The thing is, there's this human girl with two guys who like her. But the guys are a part of two enemy human races. The wild shirtless humans and the mysterious deep look giving humans. But it seems these type of humans can't stand each other. Oh, and the deep looking humans give humans shine in the sunlight. Did you know that's a lesser known trait of some humans? The thing is, in the next movie, will be released soon, and we're super hyped. Ironically. We can't wait, bro! We need to satiate our hunger for Two Lights! This is your opportunity to show these two you're well-versed when it comes to satiating urges. Go for it. We should write a nuanced play based on it. Totally not fanfic.
So authentic.
Oh, I see it. A nuanced pache involving the characters of Two Lights, throwing a new light over their faces, over their fears and desires, and over their abs. Yeah, sure. With an unexpected twist that will elevate the strengths of the original over something subtle yet powerful, something like the rival humans ditching the girl and fucking each other's brains out. Yeah, I like that. It's artistic because of reasons.
Touchdown!
And if they're nude, that means more muscles and stuff. I like that. Sure. It sounds like a high form of art and nothing's like a thirsty fanfic. You're some kind of promoter of the arts. You gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts. Okay.
Let's go.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn. Roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyways, you check your converter app to see if this can translate into something a bit more useful. It seems the 7 roses equal 2 creativity points. Sweet. You gain 2 creativity. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on moment-gram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not making pictures better. They're making pictures browner and harder to see. You know, especially with Instagram filters, like, they don't have really nice ones. Because I like ones that kind of, like, wash things out, especially when it's pink, because it makes things look so much prettier. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all my photos. Infinite Top. It's probably why I have only 6 Momentgram followers, but we all must make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of the air conditioning dock. Goodness, this situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course. You're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Momentgram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to this account so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do? Use his account to post a bunch of porn and bomb recipes. Pay 1 million homeless people to follow Liam on Momentgram. I'll do the latter. Ah yes, just as my father pays millions to vote for him in our fair and democratic elections. In fact, I can cut costs by paying one of my father's clonesmiths to replicate the same 1,000 people 1,000 times. You ask Miranda if she thinks this is ethical, but she's confused about the meaning of ethics, as she's about fair and democratic elections. Yeah, I just said that the mascot is broken. I don't know why. Soon the plot and the requisite clones are hatched. You run to Liam in the halls for a few hours later. I am distraught. My carefully husbanded unpopularity is crumbling before my eyes. Look at all these followers. Look at their comments. Totally real account 666. I love you, Liam. Another equally real account. You're so obscure and avant-garde. The sentiments they are expressing are objectively correct, and yet, no, I cannot give in to the lure of the limelight. In spite of this, Liam seems to be enjoying himself quite a bit. You spend the rest of the day helping him curate his feed, gaining 2 charm and 1 fun in the process.
Let's go.
We'll go and sit with him. You find Damien brandishing his usual silver, a hammer and chisel. Well, Liam looks on in horror. You can't eat that. Watch me! First of all, it's made of 1 seamless piece of obsidian, so it's low calorie. And second of all, it's a lich's salutary. Part of this balanced breakfast. Oh my fucking god. It's lunch. You're just jealous. No, I'm nervous. Nervous that you're going to eat that and get possessed by a lich and kill us all. Well, I'm nervous that that's not going to happen. Looks like these two are at an impasse. Maybe you can solve the dispute and score some romantic cred at the same time. Damien, don't do it. You will have room for all the baby seals I brought you. Baby seals? Give them to me. I can already taste the cruelty. You scoundrel. How can you substitute went and irresponsibility for animal cruelty? You quietly explain to Liam that the baby seals you're feeding to Damien aren't really baby seals. Hey, these are seal-shaped beady babies stuffed with tofu and pig's blood. Good thing you always keep a sack of baby seal decoys in case of a killer whale attack. I applaud your craftiness and your high regard for animal life. Let's go return this by solitary to Larry the Lich's crypt
What the hell even
together.
is my life anymore?
Ends up being the third most romantic night you've ever spent in a crypt. Score.
Let me in. Let me in.
What's up?
Oh. I didn't mean to go to the shop. I wanted to go and talk. Oh! We wasted that day! Fuck! That day while rehearsing for the play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. And it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the pathos of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain +2 creativity. Afterwards, Miranda beckons you from a darkened corner. Psst! Conspirator! Co-conspirator! Over here! Phase 1 of Operation Make Liam Popular Again was an overwhelming success. Liam is internet popular! Now we just need to make him a real-life popular. And what better way than making him prom king? Unfortunately, when I had asked him to run for prom king, he said, and I quote, "Never, never, never, not in 100 years." And that's not an exaggeration, because I've been alive for hundreds of years, and I'd never run for prom king, so there you go. Which was really his cryptic way of saying he wants us to make him prom king. My first thought was to murder the current prom king after establishing Liam as his rightful heir, but I couldn't find any bloodline charts to work from. So I suppose we must engage in this democratic election the school is holding. Now, how can we secure a win for Liam when he is opposed to running or making any effort to win? Pay 1 million people to vote for Liam as for prom king. Of course, election rigging. Silly me. How does one elect a king? I suppose someone as wealthy as charismatic as you knows where to hire 1 million voters. Sure you do. Totally. You've got lots of money and connections. You tell Miranda you'll get right on that. Luckily, what you lack in money and political capital, you make up for in stolen magical artifacts. You put on your robe and wizard hat and crack open a forbidden tome and bring all of the school's janitorial equipment to life. You camp out by the janitor's closet, passing out ballots to broomsticks and telling mop buckets who to vote for. Nobody notices the fraud. Half the student body is sentient objects anyways. Soon you all watch the prom king election forecast together and... I can't believe it. 6,000 votes for me and 994,000 votes for a bottle of lemon-scented toilet bowl cleaner. I'd be impressed at the avant-garde taste of the student body if I wasn't so comprehensively humiliated. Nice going. Now you gotta find a tuxedo that fits a bottle of lemon-scented toilet bowl cleaner. You lose 2 charm and 1 creativity. God fucking damn it. We have to dress up a fucking toilet bowl cleaning bottle. The table you choose is quite crowded. Liam sits across from Miranda, who is flanked by 2 well-dressed servants. One of the servants cuts a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other. Seriously, Miranda, you have servants to chew your food for you?
Disgusting!
What? Of course not. That would be barbaric. The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak. I have servants to eat for me. They're called eating serfs. Don't you have any? First of all, no, I don't eat food. Second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Are you worried about starving? Why would I be? My serfs get all of the calories I need to stay fit and healthy.
Enough.
Ugh. I have no objective reason to care about this, but suddenly it's all I care about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness. But Miranda, look at the contented smile on that servant's face. You think he's eating for you, but he's secretly eating for himself. No, it can't be. Gordo, say it isn't true. But Gordo can't say anything because his mouth is full of delicious Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak, which is he is obviously eating entirely for his own benefit. Traitorous dog. Do you want me to starve to death? Is that your plan? I think maybe he was just taking advantage of the fact you don't understand how food works. Taking advantage of me? Scoundrel. Burpee. Eat Gordo for me at once. The two serfs look at each other. They stuff as much food as they can into their mouths before fleeing the cafeteria. Alas, how will I ever get my recommended daily allowance of nutrients now? You could try eating myself, but how? You and Liam have a ton of fun laughing at Miranda as she learns how to eat food for apparently the first time in her life. What the hell?
Let's go.
That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hope of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they really respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain 2 money. You look at the computer next to you to see Liam, lost in thought. These are dark times indeed. Yet another one of my favorite bands, Bison Parade, has become popular. It seems as if bands these days are becoming well known before I even have time to shift my sincere appreciation to ironic disdain. I hope that the internet would provide some solution to my problem. But you know how the internet is. All flailing dicks and cats falling out of windows, with the occasional auto-tune remix of an Academy Awards exception speech. Nothing I haven't seen 1,000 times before. Perhaps the problem is that my taste is too good. The bands I like can't help but become instantly popular. I need someone with less honed aesthetics like you. Please, friend, help me find an unpopular band to worship until pop culture inevitably ruins it. Forget the boring old web. The real obscure shit is on the deep web. Oh no! You sacrifice a goat to modem. Got him on savory websites and connects Liam's computer to the deep web. The computer glows with an unhealthy red light. An unnamed force shoots out of the USB ports and punches Liam in the face and steals both your credit card numbers. They always told me to avoid the deep web, but I didn't listen. What a fool I was. And what it was, and what's this? They all have illegal MP3s of all the Backstreet Boys album. I've been had! Liam's not the only one. The unnameable force from inside the computer goes on to buy 14 very realistic sex dolls with your money. You lose 3 money. Fuck.
Let's go.
Let's go to the
Give
auditorium.
me your money.
I'm not gonna give you my money! Meow!
Let's go.
You approach Liam and Vera's table to find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. The school has literally no rules, apparently. Ah, wine. That most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself can't resist its class and allure. Do you know a lot about wine, then? I'm having a dinner with the King of France next week, and I can use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think. So you know about wine or not? Alas, in my centuries of living, I've only learned how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it. All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Her points at a bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on an impertinent marker. What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which wine is the best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers...
Are you sure?
Just make stuff up anyways. You suavely recommend... The tannins of this robust Malbec are an elegant way to mask the taste of poison. Perfect for diplomatic missions. Why would you want to disguise the taste of... Oh. You're going to poison someone. Of course you are. You're always poisoning people. Quiet. No, I'm not. People in no way are directly associated with me. Are always poisoning people. And soon they will strike again. France has suffered under its unjust king for far too long. Plus, he called me fat at a party once, and I was 11. Who's this king you keep talking about? I'm telling you, France doesn't have a king anymore. Soon, Liam. Soon. We're so thankful to you solving her assassination problem. She lets you braid her snakes. You get bit a few times, but it's so worth it.
Let's go.
By the time you spend some time on the library's PC, playing some good old online poker, gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it's paid off, so fuck it. You gain 2 money. You see Liam staring at his cell phone, sighing deeply. Maybe one of his favorite bands signed to a mainstream record label, or the exact shirt he's wearing is featured him on a magazine cover? You decide to check in with him.
Greetings, my friend.
You know StartKicker, that bio website where people crowdfund projects not good enough to get real investors? Yeah, it's still not working. Wow, thanks, Liam. Do you not know why you exist? Well, today I found something of some interest. A time machine, I mean, is clearly another terrible overpromise that will be released at a decade after the due date. And in the end, it will be way shittier than promise, like a toaster attached to a clock. A toaster attached to a clock? Genius. You discreetly write this down in your 1,000,000 bucks notebook. Let's see if you can beat those guys to the market. But I was sighing deeply because I couldn't help think, supposing I were to acquire such a machine, I wonder where in time would I go? Uh, 3.85 billion BC. Yes, of course. The ultimate in coolness. I wonder if if I would be ahead of the curve. Because there would be no curve yet. Wearing suspenders and a bow tie. No one's done that yet because no one else exists. Breathing here, so cliche. Breathing in 3.5 billion BC, revolutionary. Never done before. Where in time would you guys go? I'd want to see the dinosaurs, but then again, I'd also be very, very scared of the dinosaurs eating me or breaking my time machine. Best of all, no one will criticize my vintage eyeglass collection because there won't be anyone. Liam immediately funnels all his money into the time machine project for the sake of your budding romance. You hope the creators never ship. In the meantime, you gain 2 smarts and 1 creativity.
Let's go.
That day, while rehearsing for the play, you can't help but feel like you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain 2 creativity, also lose 3 years of life as your end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in game anyways. You're walking with Liam later when suddenly a holy crossbow bolt slams into the table next to you, into the wall next to you. It's the Slayer.
Prepare to die.
You flee with Liam and manage to get out of sight. Now the perfect time for you to hide while Liam turns into a bat. But he's not transforming. You ask why the hell he's standing there instead of changing.
I'm sorry.
It just seems a little
Accident.
cliche, doesn't it? A vampire turning into a bat? Honestly, I'm over it. If I could
Why
turn
are you
into,
reading?
for example, the concept of a bat, now that would be a change worth making. You don't even know what that means, but if you can't get Liam to turn into something soon, he'll get you both caught. You quickly tell him what to change into. A hot dog stand. Hot dog stand? That's disgusting. Don't you know I'm a vegetarian? Or at least I would be if I didn't need blood to survive. I'm a vegetarian in spirit. With the next time I need blood. Hi! To think of myself as a wheel metal box purveying boiled meat tubes. Why? No one would suspect it. But at what cost to my soul? I mean, I don't have a soul either. But because I'm a vampire. But figuratively speaking, it's about then that the Slayer catches up to you and gives you both wedgies. And post pictures of it on Momentgram. You lose 2 fun and 1 smarts. Okay.
Let's go.
When you reach Liam and Damien's table, you find it absent of food, but covered in paperwork. We really need all these special forms. Can't we just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien, substantive change within an administrative system requires the mastery of the mechanisms of bureaucracy. What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper? Liam turns to address you. As you can see, my mastery of realpolitik has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest to for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want the cafeteria food to stop being so fucking boring. You see? Our interests are aligned. I too desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure. Either way, we're stuck on that last bit. We know we want to change the menu to change, but we don't know what we want to change it to. This might be a short stream today. So I gotta rest up and get some decent sleep tonight for my meetings and game night tomorrow with my mod team. Sure, either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know what we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it to. Yes, we have indeed encountered a culinary block. Perhaps you can suggest something appropriately artistic? A white plate with a single sprig of parsley in the center. The essence of minimalism. That's it. That's it.
So authentic.
Don't you see, Damien? It's a bold commentary on the emptiness of consumption. Really? It just sounds like a plate with a leaf on it. Oh, you'll never understand. But like, why even have a leaf on the plate if you're just trying to be so minimalist? My god, you're right. Why even have a plate? Why have anything at all? That's it. Our new menu item. Nothing. School receives Liam's petition. From now on, the lunch line will include one empty tray. A great victory for artistic expression. Fucking god.
Let's go.
That time, you spend some time in the library of PCs, managing your start kicker. You deceive a lot of people with the sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! You gain 10,000 money, but almost as everything goes to cover costs, you keep only 2 money. Middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Polly, and Liam. You dive in to rescue them and straight into the season finale of the Interdimensional Bachelor. Good lord. Help, I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard.
Yes.
Oh my god, we're on a game show? Yes, indeed. Tonight, you three will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes I'm gonna win! I don't even care what the prize is! Your what? Your wife? What a revolting promise. So you're saying that we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios? Our answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve romantic outcome with you? That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone who would ever want to play such a tawdry dating game. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question! That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and sends the prince packing. Jaw unhinges. Bees pour out. You unhinge your jaw and unleash the bees. Wait, why were there bees inside your mouth? You fool, your childish prank has destabilized the fabric of this pocket dimension. It is coming apart around us. Ah, help! My shoes are turning into little lizards. I like those shoes. What's this? All the money in my wallet had turned into moths. You'll pay for this. No part of me is turning into animals, but I suddenly care about things? This is all your fault. Why didn't you just answer with words? Why did it have to be bees? But you can't take back the past. You spent the next 1,000 years traversing various horrifying dimensions with the prince and you three pissed off friends. And the time has passed and you return home. But you'll never forget. Liam, Vera, and Polly will never forgive. You lose 2 fun and 1 charm. Oh god.
Let's go.
Okay. Go. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it. You've seen, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome and inventive and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain 2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this run. Well, there's already one. Akuma Miko. You hang out afterwards to impress Liam with your sweet moment-gram filters. You're really making some headway when...
Greetings, my love.
Never fear, board team. For I am here to rescue you from the drudgery of high school. I suppose your heart's in the right place, but I'm afraid there's no experience novel enough to conquer my limitless annoy. Not even marrying an interdimensional prince? Not even that. What about marrying an interdimensional prince? Ironically. My god, it's so disruptive. It might be the most disruptive thing ever. No, it seems like the prince has to bewitch Liam with his idiotic proposal. All is lost, unless you can think of something even more disruptive to marry. The concept of marriage itself.
So mainstream.
Aw, man! No, recursion was so last year. In fact, it was so last year that it was so last year. And last year, it was so last year. And don't get me started about last year! Great Garbox. He's stuck in a loop. You've broken him. And last year, it was. I can't marry a broken man. It would be catastrophic for my image. Interdimensional prince, away! Well, you got rid of that pesky prince, but you doubt if Liam will ever forgive you for trapping him in an irony loop. You lose 2 charm and 1 smarts.
Let's go.
You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam. But finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science. How hard can it be? It's just silverware. Just silverware? And I suppose the food in your food pick is just food? No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a postmodern, industrialized mega society. He uses lots of big words. Well, my silverware is a metaphor for silverware? Yes! Is that not enough? It's more than enough. But can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now, and I don't want to lose it. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge? Nothing conveys elegance and taste like a gloating spoon. Ah yes, the gloating spoon, the most distinguished of utensils. What's a gloating spoon? Well, of course you wouldn't know about it. Rude. No, I wasn't being rude. Rudeness is simply the one must introduce a gloating spoon. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Well, of course you didn't. You're not as cultured as I am. Such smug superiority. I'm no match for the spoon. Miranda produces the gloating spoon. With much fanfare, it looks like a regular spoon to you, but then what do you know, you peasant? You convince Miranda to spend some time with you after lunch, lovingly explaining the spoon's finer points, even though spoons don't have points.
Let's go.
Alrighty, Jay, sleep well. That day, you spent some time on the library's PC, sending malicious spam emails in hopes of stealing others' money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they really respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain 2 money. Later, you see Liam rolling his eyes at his phone. You asked him what's up before he can roll them right out of his head. I'm having trouble with my status on social network, TM. I expressed a positive opinion about bug manicures, which I obviously meant ironically, and now my so-called friends are responding with blatantly unironic pictures of themselves with centipedes glued to their nails. I know being aloof and misunderstood is my brand, but I want to be misunderstood on my terms, not theirs. What kind of status could I post that would be idiot-proof? Big blog for your life! Big blogging is such a tricky proposition, but luckily... I'm a master of the blogging arts. The trick is to reel people in with an intriguing premise, but to make it absolutely clear they will never know what it is. Worst day ever. No, I don't want to talk about it. So sick of this, but I don't kiss and tell. Or fight and tell. Frowny face. Do something like, it's all your fault, you know who you are. And then a high-heeled shoe emoji. No one can possibly misinterpret that, because there's nothing to misinterpret. Boom. Big blogging is always the simplest and most direct solution. You gained 2 creativity and 1 boldness. I'm gonna ask Damien. I mean, not Damien, Liam.
How ironic.
Yes.
Let's go.
You finally pluck up your courage to ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You and me? Psh. Not attracted to you in that way. Actually, I think the only way I'm attracted to you is a tiny gravitational force that your body has a solid mass. That's something, right?
Are you serious?
What? It all seemed pretty bleak. That you're a natural fighter, so you fought for the right to marry your own hand, since that seemed like your last chance at finding love. Yay! Aw, man. Man! Alright. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Liam Scott co-wrote a cheesy fanfic of the two lights that became unexpectedly popular to the point where it turned into a well-known novel of its own. Half the characters are shirtless for all the right reasons. Miranda used her vast knowledge of serfs to get a job handpicking the best serfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her serfs to do the work. Damien found peace in the most unexpected way. He kept punching everything until one day he punched his own anger to death. He's written a book about it. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there are plenty of battles left in that war called the youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. That was fun. I think I'll schedule one for the week after next so we can do another characters route, possibly. It'll be a shorter stream tonight. And then schedule will be out on Sunday evening. But I had fun hanging out with you guys. Just watching the credits to see if who else is in this. Maybe we'll go for the cat girl next, who knows? Can we do the cat girl? That was fun. Go to my just chatting. Alrighty, guys. Turn off my gaming toggle. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I'm gonna get some rest early tonight, so that way I am good for tomorrow's. It's not streaming. We're not streaming it, but it's a chance for me and my mods to hang out and play a game together and just have fun. I think we're gonna be doing Party Animals and Among Us. I'm really excited. So mods in chat, I hope to see you there tomorrow. That'll be very, very fun. But yeah. Night-night, everybody. I'm also going to do some research into what I need to do to get this little guy fixed, because I'm mad that you guys can't use him right now. If anybody else has party animals, you just need the friend pass, so you should be good. But yeah, you should be good to play. I'll check and see who has party animals in the server, and then we can do it that way, so like a couple of people can join using the friend pass. I know it's pretty cheap too, so Hold on, let me actually look real quick on the store. See how much it is. It's $19.99. It's pretty fun. There's a lot to do in it. I actually really liked it. I played it with like a bunch of my friends and my manager a couple days ago, and it was really fun. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. No, wait. I will see you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. I will see you all on Wednesday. I'm going to be off on Thursday because I'm going to go see the Mario Galaxy movie. Yippee! I'm excited. I'm really excited to go see it. But yeah, everybody. Night-night!